You wouldn't think that cops and lawyers go together, but surprisingly they do. While they may be adversaries in the courtroom, in the classroom they become colleagues. It's amazing how one television show can have an effect on a person. But our next guest knew what he wanted to be from watching one of television's classic shows.
Well, going to law school was always something that I wanted to do. I can remember back being a small child watching episodes of Perry Mason. And when I saw Perry Mason, I said, I want to be an attorney. But more than that, it was a way out of the inner city for me. Growing up as in a poor family, single-parent home in Dorchester, Roxbury, Mattapan, we didn't come from very much at all. And it was a way for me to climb out, if you will, of living in poverty, and a way also to help others climb out once I became an attorney. So that's really what it boiled down to me, you know, in terms of making the decision to finally go to law school and accomplish getting it done.
How do you juggle the multiple roles you have? I mean, you're the assistant chief of police at Public University, and you're also here many, many hours in the library studying law. How do you juggle all of that?
It's really making commitment to the process, and I made a commitment when I began law school to get through this process and to not only just get through it, but to do it well enough so that when it came time to taking the bar exam, I was prepared. So I made a lot of sacrifices, a lot of personal sacrifices, gave up a number of different things, but they were all for the final goal, and the big picture which was to graduate from law school, take the bar exam, and become a practicing attorney here in Massachusetts. And again, flexibility with my job, my employers, they also supported me in my goal and mission, if you will, to attain my Juris Doctorate and also to pass the bar exam.
So it does take a supportive employer to be able to juggle some of this as well.
Absolutely, absolutely, a very supportive employer.
Well, we'll give them those kudos.
Yes.
What did you learn about yourself in law school? What lesson do you take away from this about you yourself, not about the law or anything else?
Well, I'm smiling because you and I often have conversations about the law, and especially more specifically criminal law. But I think one of the things it's really taught me is to have an open mind and to go into cases and people's particular situations with an open mind. You know, oftentimes in law enforcement, it's very easy to rush to judgment when you're dealing with criminal defendants all the time, or when you're going to a certain house that you've been to on a number of times, a repetitive basis. So this process has taught me really to keep an open mind and to look at where people come from and what are the circumstances behind their particular situation, and to go with an open mind and really kind of look at it from their perspective rather than just coming in a very narrow focused view.
You know, over the years I've talked to a number of different law enforcement officials who have attended law school, and they've told me that they believe that attending law school has made them a better police officer or other law enforcement agent. Do you find that that's true?
Without a doubt. You know, especially one of the other responsibilities I have is I oversee our criminal investigations unit, and oftentimes we have, or the detectives will have, questions regarding criminal procedure or the elements of criminal law. And with my education and experience and my training here at Mass School of Law, it's helped me to key in on some of the more controversial topics and issues, and then go back and share that information, whether it's in a roll call briefing with the officers and department-wide, or whether it's in particular with our Criminal Investigations Bureau. So it definitely has helped me to become a much more well-rounded police officer and looking at things from a number of different perspectives.
This excerpt is brought to you by the Massachusetts School of Law, the leader of reform in legal education and a leader in multimedia education for the public. To view the full interview and for a full listing of MSL's programs, log on to mslaw.edu.